Oh shit! I got 19.
Okay, is everyone happy? I've started recording and I've picked up loads of chatter there, but it doesn't matter. Okay, so I've started now. Hopefully that works. There we go. Yeah, so what you know about this acrid smelling lair, where you entered, remember there was an acidic pitfall trap to which Kriv had fallen into, and it had done significant damage to him. There is a path that leads north back to the dead wyvern / dragon / crocodiles / lizard men, and that's where you guys had camped out prior to coming into this lair. If you were to go westward on the cavern, there was a small path leading north, but the tunnel was collapsed. There was some rocky cover there if you need to hide, which I'd imagine some of you probably will do. The southern portion of this lair, you had mostly swampy water. It was probably waist high as you were wading your way around southward, and there were numerous lily pads surrounding this area. Just to note, on that westward part, there was another pitfall trap, which I think George had found, or someone had found anyway. Pitfall trap 2. On the southeastern part of cave, there was land rising, and then tunnel southward. This tunnel, it narrows into about, let me just have a look here, about 5 to 10 feet wide. So if you do want to escape the dragon, that will slow it down. It probably won't be able to fit through there. That's metagaming really, but the tunnel which Sam is currently hiding in is...
Not hiding, where tactically placed.
Tactically placed. All right then, Sam. All right.
Yes.
And that's where Serana is as well at the moment. She's not in the tunnel, but she is on that portion of land. And then we've got the northern part of the cave. There is a stream / torrent of fresh water trailing from the north, and this is a clear tunnel that leads northward, and this is probably 10 to 20 feet wide in places, 10 to 20 feet wide in places, can be climbed, but none of you have been up there yet, so I'm going to put unsure as to what is up there. In the centre of the cave, you have got various pillars of rock, some large, some small, can be used to gain cover. And you also have the dragon, whose name was Shizani. Yeah, dragon Shizani sits on a rocky island pretty much at the centre of this lair. So I am going to save that, and I'm going to show you now as to what this looks like. Has everyone got that on their screen? Can they see it okay?
Yeah, that's got a pop up, yeah.
So that pop-up, that's the acrid smelling lair. That's the image that I've got for the small torrent, the small stream or torrent of water that is heading northwards. You know, you can climb up there if you wish to. It's 10 to 20 feet wide. But the information's there if you want to use it for your battle. Now I know you're all probably panicking, but I think we need to start by rolling initiative.
Yeah, I mean, you did say battle, so that's kind of scary. Yeah. Can you just pass?
I got 14.
I got a 19.
Hold on, Moose. You got 19, yeah. Damokos got 14, did he?
Yeah, I can't add pluses to the normal roll thingy. I'm going to use my character sheet for roll. I'm using the basic bitch roll.
And we can't swear with record.
It's okay. You're okay, guys, and I'm pretty sure.
It should be after a minute. You can do anything.
Serrana, you got 11 or is it 10?
I 10. I think I'm
Yeah.
trying to figure out how to roll.
No, that's okay. Rolling 1d20 plus 1. Yeah, you rolled a 9 and you got plus 1, so it's 10.
Okay.
Uh,
No, valid token was selected. I don't know.
I don't know. Matty, you got 5. That's terrible.
Yeah.
Matty, I need to add a turn for Ord. Oh, Masharib, why have you moved there? Sorry, I moved Masharib earlier. I was about to move him back. Right, add a turn. So, Matty. Oh, Ord, I've put you on twice now. Matty gets 5. Masharib. Can somebody roll from... Oh, I'll roll from Masharib, it's fine. In fact... Bear with me. Yeah, can somebody roll for Masharib? Because you guys can control him. Whilst you're doing that, I can look to see what Sumeric's got, which was 7.
Super Shower is the +3 initiative, right?
Yep. The Moose, what did you get? 19. Yeah, you've not changed. And Gem. Can somebody roll for Gem as well?
Yeah, I'll take sense. Alright.
17.
You got 17. And Masharib?
Michelle got 13.
Right. Initiative. Where is initiative?
Well, he initially rolled 11. What's my modifier to it? Oh, you're rolling. Never mind.
Say it again, Harry.
Never mind, doesn't matter.
You can't kill it. It's young. Can't kill it.
Well,
And it can do.
So it's at 10. I've got to add my turn on here. Won't be a second, guys.
that's you.
See that fucking gear?
Right, so I'm going to say, Moose, you are acting first. Remember last week, Shizani had woken up and had screamed an utterance of terror as she realised that Kriv was attempting to take her treasure hoard. but she has been caught off guard with you guys entering her lair. She didn't know you were here, so you do get to act first.
Yeah, so I can't see, so I'm going to hold action until I sort of get dragged in the right direction. I assume, obviously, I hear where the roar is from, whatever the scream, and position myself in a manner to where I can easily, on a dime, just get out of dodge.
So at the moment you are probably up to your knees in water. Are you kind of crouching down, holding position and waiting to see what comes your way? Excellent. Let me know when you want to take your action then. Kriv, on to you.
No.
We'll hold his action as well. Damakos.
I have no idea what's happening because my character can't see any of this. I only heard the voice. So what would I actually do? I have no idea.
You would have I tell you what, roll a perception check to begin with, and let's see if you would have heard the roars of this dragon.
Perception.
Yeah.
I don't actually think. Yeah, no, that's it. 7.
I was going to say this is quite an easy check to make. You can't distinguish what the sound was, but there's a rumbling that appears to come within the lair itself. How you read into that is entirely up to you. So you've got your move actions if you want to take them, or if you just want to hang on and just hide out here. It's entirely up to you.
Well, I am a coward, so I'll probably hide out here for a bit.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
Right, I'm going to move on then to Musharib. Musharib, again, is looking over to where Serana is, although he can just make her out in his line of sight, and he's awaiting, his order. He seems really keen to charge in, but he will not go until Serana gives him the word to. And that takes us to 10, which is Shizani's and Serana's turn. I'll allow you to go first, though, Eliza, being that Shizani has just awoken.
Okay, I'm gonna move forward towards the door. There we go. And then I'll tell to Musharib to ready himself for the fight.
When you say, go on.
Can I prepare an action so that if the dragon attacks any of the string in front of it, I can hit it with a guiding bolt?
So you want to set almost like an attack of opportunity. The moment the dragon strikes, you want to launch a missile at it.
Yeah.
I will allow that. You've had your move action, but I'm going to say that you're readying your magical spell. Are you suggesting to Musharib that as soon as you fire the spell, that is his signal to attack?
Yeah.
Fair enough then. Okay. So you're also... Well, you're not technically holding action, but you're going to fire as soon as the dragon takes an attack. Well, yeah, and that takes us to Shizani's turn anyway. And she is going to attack. So bear with me for a second.
So are we actually attacking the dragon?
Well,
this dragon's just woken up and you're in its place, so she's gonna be like, okay, move, and then we'll go.
Can we get to talk to it?
He's just woken up, Jim.
So
there's talking.
Yeah, Priv and Amoose, you two don't have dark vision, so you can't really see what's going on, but you hear the sounds of this dragon that has just awoken. Alaris is, he's the full picture here. He can see this dragon rising on its rock. So I'm going to allow Alaris a dexterity saving throw to potentially dive out of the way of the first claw that comes crashing down toward him. So Alaris, if you want to...
23. I don't know, wait, what do I take?
No, that's fine. 23 is enough. If you want to move your character 5 foot in a southerly direction, that'd be perfect. So he misses you, but a moose and Kriv, he's going to
danger sense, I have advantage on any dex.
What do you say?
The danger sense for barbarian. Can I use that to have a evade?
What is danger sense? What?
It's not a big barbarian yet. It's danger sense. At second level, you gain an uncanny sense of when things nearby aren't as they should be, giving you an edge when you dodge away from danger.
When you dodge away from danger, am I giving you an opportunity to dodge away from danger?
Oh shit! Okay, fine.
Yeah, you're forgetting here, Jem, that that's if I give you that chance. You literally just tried to steal this dragon's treasure, so I'm not going to give you. Of course, there's something wrong here. You know something's wrong, but where it's coming from, you don't know. So she's going to attempt to bite a moose.
Sick.
And what did I get? I rolled 15.
Yeah,
That hits, yeah.
Oh,
Um,
no, it doesn't.
negative. It does not hit.
it does, you liar.
No, it doesn't. My AC is 17.
So
And depending on where you bite to me, it's +2 on that.
does it really? It doesn't hit.
Doesn't hit.
Damn it. Okay, fair enough. In that case, I'm going to bring another claw down onto Gem. A 9.
Yeah, that don't hit me either.
Right, so you.
Attacking for my action ready.
Yep, you can fire now.
Okay. Can you? I'm just rolling. I'm gonna have to do this in D&D, Charles. So that's not fun.
That's fine, that's fine.
Does 26 hit? That's a natural 20.
Yes. Roll again to confirm for me, please, Sarana.
That's 18.
Yep, that hits. This is a critical hit. I'll allow you. I mean, this is a spell, isn't it?
Yes, it is.
There aren't crits for spells, but I'll allow you to double the damage if you wish to.
So yes, please. That's 8d6.
Nice.
34 damage.
34 damage.
Yeah. And
Sick.
that's also Masharad's cue to do whatever he wants.
Does anyone want to take Musharib's action? Matty, would you like to control Musharib for us?
Yeah, I could try and get up his character sheet. There, it's there.
It is. It's. Can you see it? It's in the player's notes. You should have control of him.
I can't see if anyone else would like to take it.
Right, one sec. Eliza, how much damage did you do?
I did 34 damage.
So, bear with me.
Whoever attacks next has advantage.
They have advantage as well. And who's attacking? Musharib.
Masharab. Big off Masharab.
Big one, Sharon.
Nice.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. How much can he move? 6 players.
24 feet.
So
Well,
25.
until whoever attacks it next, so until my next turn. So whoever gets a successful hit has advantage.
Matty, did you find Musharib's character?
No, it's like someone else takes it.
Can anyone else control Musharib? Hold on, let me just check to see if you guys have got control over him.
I can move him. Can anyone else?
It says all players, yeah. So, Jem, if you're happy to,
I don't mind if no one else wants to.
that'd be really helpful.
Yeah, sure.
So, do you want to take his action? He can move 25 feet per move action.
So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
And then another move action to get close enough to Shizani.
2, and then he'll ready for his attack.
Okay.
His next turn.
Fair dues. And Elaris, that brings us to you.
I'd like to act.
Oh, you're acting. Sorry, Elaris. I'm going to change. Yeah, I'm going to change you to 7 then. So you're acting on the same turn. In fact, I'm going to change you to 8. You're going to act for George, if that's okay, George.
And I'd act after because I can't see.
You're going to act after, so I'm going to change you
Dragon's
to
glowing now, Harry.
6. Right, Alaris, you go first.
I'm going to grab a noose by the arm and start pulling him away.
You're pulling him away, yeah?
I
So
assume
yeah,
I
let's
should
go
put
to resist.
something like tugging on my arm. Oh, yeah, let's go that way then.
Do you mean to move your token for you, Harry?
Let's go.
Oh, please.
Good idea.
George, feel free if you want to, keep moving. I mean, you want to move to like a easterly or westerly position, it's fine.
We've got 2 rounds, another round of movement before you. Yeah, let's keep going.
We're alright. My God.
Excellent.
Across.
That's both your actions done then, yeah? So Moose and Hilaris
Yeah.
are running.
Are you guys running away? Oh my God.
Harry, just so you know,
Yeah.
you can quite visibly see Serana. Behind her, there are those illuminating mushrooms. This part of the cave is lit up, and you can see now as to where you're heading. But there is darkness and the sound of water sloshing, and it sounds as if the dragon is making movement. Ord, Musharraf has just charged past you, roaring mightily with his hammer drawn toward this large draconid creature. What do you do?
What follows him, commanding in Dwarvish, a maneuver and rally together. But we both fight as one.
Excellent. Can you move your token okay?
Yeah, so mine's 25 feet, so it's pretty much the same as Musharraf.
So you're going to align yourself next to him and prepare to attack
Yeah, so
Shizani.
I'll be here.
Excellent. So the dwarves are going to take the damage then. That's fine by me. It's about time we killed off Musharraf. Kriv, we're back to you. I'll allow you to take 2 actions because you missed your last one.
Okay, first of all, can I move into a better position to attack? Or is the claw that has attempted to strike me still by me, so I can attack without needing to move? Or is he withdrawn his claw?
He's withdrawn his claw now, Kriv.
Okay. So yeah, I'll move closer in to be in front of it, and then I'll go for my first attack. I'll do a 2-handed strike. I got a 13, but the next hit is 19.
That's advantage for 19.
Oh, I thought I had 2 hits because I missed my first action. So I thought I moved, and I had 1 hit, then for my next action was the 19. So
Yeah, no, you can roll again, but when you're rolling on D20, it always rolls twice, so that if we do have advantage or disadvantage, you'll have your 2 dice rolls there. So the second one is 19. Yeah, so roll damage for me, please.
Oh, was I meant to have advantage on the first hit anyway, from Eliza?
Oh yeah. So you hit.
Yeah, you did.
You can hit twice.
Nice.
But I can't do damage on D20. So, first set is 14 points of damage. And the next one is 15 points of damage. So 29 in total.
Nice.
Screw you guys. Screw you.
That's really good.
The light's gone now, sorry. Jem took the
I've got an idea now.
I really hate to have
That's a good idea.
You know what? 34 and then another 29. You know what? We're doing well.
Yeah, actually, you're not doing too bad.
I know what your idea is.
Damakos.
So now I've done my quote-unquote recollection. I'm going to slowly go more into the cave, like slowly peek around the corner to see what I see. how does one move this? Like,
Do you want me to move your token for you?
Yes, please. I can't move it.
Hey, does anyone have access to Michelle's character sheet? Because it's not coming up in named PCs.
thank you, thank you.
It'll be NPC. So he's a named NPC. He's not a player character.
I get nothing for that. I just need the acid smelling Lair NPCs.
Okay, wait a second,
Yes,
Jem. I'll
sir.
sort that out for you. Damakos, I've moved you, so now you are looking out. You can see Serana, and
Can
you.
I see like anything that would have made that bang or the ground shaking?
Nope, you can just see Serana, who has just launched a magical attack. You're, roll an insight check for me. Just roll an insight. And guys, if you want to roll dice on roll 20, if you look on the left-hand side, there's like a toolbar, and above the one with the question mark, it has your dice there. So, like, you can roll 2d4, 3d4, 4d4, or 5d4 if you so choose to do so. And then, that might be slightly quicker than going in and out from Discord. So,
I got 9.
okay, yeah, you figure it out. These guys are in combat with that huge lizard that you saw sleeping on the rock as you snuck around the northern edge. You know that they're engaged in combat, and you feel it's probably safer to hold back and hang on at the back here. You hear voices inside your head whispering you to not intervene and let them deal with this burden. And just wait to see as to which way the battle will turn. But that's your they're the voices inside your head telling you this.
Well,
Matty,
I was just gonna say, is it right if I have my go early, just because I need to pop off for a bit, but I'll be back afterwards.
that's fine. Do you want to take it? Take it now. Is everyone okay with Matty doing that?
Alright.
Yeah. Well,
Cool.
Go for it, Matty.
I'm just gonna make an attack with my maul and use action surge to have 2 attacks.
Oh, for goodness sake! What is this double attack? Come on.
But this is the only time I get to use it, so
Roll to attack.
there you go.
13 and 18.
Well, one of them hits, I think.
Hold on. We don't know that. 18 hits.
No.
18 hits.
Oh, thank
Okay,
God.
18 hits.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I need to dice up 2d6. Plus 4 to both of them, so that's 9, and then the other one is 6.
So that's 15 points of damage, I think.
Sorry, guys.
Hey.
Hopefully you'll be able to see him on your sheet screens now. Say that again, Matty. What did you roll?
15 points of damage.
15 points of damage. Okay.
Yeah, that was my go.
Thank you, Matty.
Oh, alright, I'll see you guys in a bit.
See you in a bit.
Bye.
That's it.
Okay, and that takes us to Musharib. Jem, if you want to take Musharib's. So the dwarves are hacking in with their dwarven hammers, etc.
Okay. Okay, so the sheriff is actually going to cast Hunter's Mark against it. So it's a range of 90 feet,
Yeah.
and this will allow me to, with any creature you can see, I can do an extra 1d6 damage to the target, and I have advantage on any perception or survival checks. So I can basically get extra damage on it. And then, yeah, he'll cast that on this first turn, and then do I get another attack with it, or is it just
No, just the one, Jem.
okay? Yeah, the next he'll hold his other action, see if anything happens.
Okay. That takes us to Serana.
Okay, I'd like to use my move action. Hold on. How far can
30 feet.
30. Oh, okay.
Are you?
I'm gonna try.
Can you move your token, Eliza?
Yeah, it's just very laggy.
Where you going? You know where you drew that arrow? Oh, yes, that's perfect. So, Eliza,
Oh, no.
as you step forward, through the swampy kind of, mellowy, acrid kind of water, you step forward and immediately you feel the floor collapse beneath your feet. You fall down into the trap, and I just need to find out what damage I do because I forgot where I put this. So it won't be a second.
The middleman to look at.
No, that's not there, is it? Traps.
The whole of last game, you were keeping me out of those pitfall traps, and now they took you instead.
That sucks.
Guys, won't be a second. I'm just going to find it on here. So, pitfall trap.
Sorry, I thought.
5th edition. Right, triggering a trap. Yes, yes, yes. So you triggered it. Trap effects. Here we go. So it's a setback really. It's not particularly dangerous.
Oh.
So deadly trappers like to kill folks. So I'm going to roll. You're being submersed under the water, but I'm going to allow you to make an athletics check to see if you can withstand and swim upwards before like the backflow of the current of the water pulls you down any further. I'm going to want a DC 18 athletics check.
I got a 7.
Okay, so you're falling under, and
This one. Your roll, that's nothing at all.
I'm just checking for damage now, so it won't be a moment. Can you make a Constitution saving throw for me? And I'm going to want 13.
Constitution. Well.
Okay. 4d10
Oh my god.
poison damage. This is going to be quite brutal, Eliza, I'm afraid.
No, don't kill me. That's the one thing I don't want.
I'm not killing you. You're killing yourself with your reckless movement through the dungeon. Like, that's 28 points of damage total. And this is poison damage as well. Like, you've not poison, acidic damage as well. You're feeling the burn of this acidic substance, this gooey acidic substance that seems to be burning and bringing itself onto your flesh, much like what occurred to Jem in our last game. I'm just going to make some notes on your token as well.
I should have what? Solve the wound, but like, it's the integrity of our armor.
Oh, without a doubt. Like, most of you that are wading through this water, if you're going to be in there for too long, the same thing will occur to you.
Log, have no armor.
Yeah, neither.
Two tanky boys in the party has no armor.
Right, so Serrano, you are in a bad way at the moment, okay? Just so that you are aware of that. Is anyone watching Serrana? So Amus and Alaris, you would have watched her just
Actually,
fall.
yeah, just disappear.
Yeah, she's just gone straight under the water. She's not, she's not resurfaced yet. And it is actually Shizani's turn as well. She is going to jump away from these combatants. You can take an attack of opportunity, Gem. That is fine. Go for it.
Okay, give me a sec. Got 14.
14?
Yeah.
Doesn't hit, I'm afraid. You guys watch as she dives underneath the water.
So it was knee height, or is it a different area?
She's jumped into the centre of the cavern, and she has disappeared. She resurfaces.
Oh god.
Bear with me. I'm just going to change the layer there. She's resurfaced. Could I ask Ilaris and Kriv to roll perception checks for me?
You very much may. I got 22.
You got 22?
Yeah.
Okay.
I got 15.
You got 15?
Yeah.
George, you're preoccupied. You're staring toward where Serana just sunk. Kriv, you immediately turn. You follow, in fact, the sound of water moving, and you hear to the southwest the telltale signs of this creature rising and the water splashing. Although you can't see, you know that she is in that southwesterly region.
Well, I'm not meant to do that.
How did you draw that on there, Jeb?
I thought, there's a actually done now.
And how do you guys do the measuring tool?
I thought that was that, I'm not gonna lie. So I just.
It's on the circle and a ruler coming from the centre of it, I think.
Where it says no snapping. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, so Gem, I'm not telling you exactly how many feet away she is. But you are going to feel this. Can you roll a dexterity saving throw for me? And I'll allow you to make use of your uncanny danger sense or whatever it was.
Yes, I have advantage for this.
Okay.
And would this also count as a saving throw?
This is your saving throw, yeah.
12, damn it.
No, not successful. Before you realise what's happening, you are just completely consumed by a strong wave of acidic cloud. Ord is also going to take the brunt of... you're taking the brunt of it, but Ord is also going to be affected.
Am I big enough to stop it from completely overwhelming him? Because I'm a very large dragon form.
Yeah, I'll allow him to take half the damage. Because you're standing in front... Again, this is... yeah. Let's just roll damage for you, Gem. 11d8. Let's have a look here.
11d8?
5, 1. Yeah, 11d8. So 20 plus 18 plus 8, that's 38. That's 46 points of damage, Gem.
No.
You literally by 1 hit point as well. That is insane. Oh, Gem. Yeah, so you are completely consumed by this acidic spray that just, covers your entire body. That same burning sensation that you had felt when you had tripped and fallen into the pits beforehand, you are now feeling across the whole of your body. You will automatically fall unconscious. And that is my turn done. And Ord takes half of that damage. So what's that? 23 points? 24.
You think so?
I can't control Ord's character.
23, sorry.
Yeah, 23 points for Ord. Shizani's turn is done. Serana, did you take your turn? No, you're under the water, aren't you? Alaris.
Yeah.
It's on you, Alaris. What are you going to do?
I had a whole plan and then she moved. She's ruined everything. I'm gonna send a moose towards the land.
I can see that now, so
I'm gonna go towards the land. And then I'm gonna dancing lights where I think the dragon is, and then realise everyone's gone. Gem's now underwater. I can't see anyone. I'm like, oh, I will dead.
So are you sending dancing lights back to where Gem was? Is that?
That's where I thought the dragon was. It's moved. I didn't see it.
To be fair, good role play.
That's fine. That's good role play. I will give you inspiration for that, George, because that's the type of thing that you would do. You're just casting off a spell as you're running away from this dragon to which you think is in that direction. But as you cast the spell, you look back and realise there's nothing there but a cloud of this acidic spray. And Musharraf is standing there coughing with Ord bent double over his axe. You can't see Kriv at all.
We're dead. Let's get out of there.
You're not doing too bad. If out of game guys, you're not doing too bad at the moment. All right, just you got a couple of players down, but you're there. So Alaris, you've had your turn, yeah. Dancing lights.
Bonus action. Can I healing word? Can I see if I can healing word Serana?
If you can find her. Are you gonna? I'll allow you to go to the water's edge rather than moving all the way up onto the island next to a moose. I'll allow you to go to that kind of area in which she had fallen, and you can roll. I mean, what would this be? Would it be an investigation if you're kind of you're plunking your arms and you're trying to look for her below? Is this an investigation check?
I'm not good at that. It's not worth the risk.
so you can sort of poke something.
There are lads.
Until something like pokes back, or like you try to poke something that sort of feels like person.
Yeah, is there any long sticks I can put in there so that she can grab?
A long stick.
A distance, like 30 feet back distance, like a fishing rod.
No. There are some mushrooms that seem to glow. You've got the shield on a moose's back.
I have a plan for that anyway.
There's loads of rocks, and there's although there's none in this area, around the cavern there are like long reeds, but sticks, I'm going to say no.
On the long reeds, I'll use a long reed and I'll plunge it in the water like a fishing rod.
Yeah, okay, George, I'll allow this. I will allow it, but I would like you to move, closer than the, 15 feet that you were away from her last known whereabouts. At least 5 feet in front of her, because finding a reed that is 10 feet long. There we go. That's fine. That's perfect. So on Serana's turn, I will allow her to see if she grabs a hold of your reed. A moose.
I want to see George's attempts to save Serana. I'm going to take the shield off my back and sort of fan it in the water, try and create a wave that sort of pushes away the acidic layer and the acidic mulch.
Yeah,
And,
okay. I'll tell you what, roll a strength check for me, Harry. We'll see how powerful this is, and we'll see, how far you you can move this stuff away.
10.
Oh,
10, so strength of 10.
Average roll.
Let's just see if I can move this away. Hold on. Ooh, let's have a look here. Map and background. Why can't I move those lily pads?
wait, so is Chris down?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm unconscious.
Oh no.
As long as we get a hero, we can be fine, right? Right?
Oh,
Right?
Yeah.
To be fair, in truth lies, I do have the backup character.
oh,
Stop coming in with a half-assed character. You play the character to die.
Exactly. It might be
Yeah.
Chris' final day.
Okay, you successfully kind of move, from what you can see visibly, these lily pads and like the layer of acid that you kind of made out from the faint glow of both George's dancing lights and the mushrooms around you. You do move forward ever so slightly. George, you can make out Serana's body just kind of floating in the water now. And Moose, you do have another turn as well. You've got a move action or whatever.
Gonna dive in and grab her out.
Okay, that's fine. You can do that.
Yeah.
If I just move, Serana, if you just move your token next to Moose's, I'm going to move on to Ord. Matty, are you back?
no.
That's a negative.
Kriv,
I'm still there.
You got like a death saving throw.
you need to do a saving throw, Kriv, to maintain consciousness.
Is it, what do I roll? A death saving throw?
Yeah.
9.
George, remind me, how do the death saves work again?
Isn't it? I thought it was you roll a d6, and if it's above 3, it's a pass. If it's below 3, it's a fail.
I need to double check that. I always thought it was a 6. So why?
It's a D6. I don't know why you rolled a D20.
But it says death save. So what he's done is correct. Whenever you start a turn with 0 hit points, you must make a special saving throw called a death saving throw to determine whether you creep closer to death or hang on to life. Unlike other saving throws, this one isn't tied to any ability score. You're in the hands of fate now, aided only by spells and features that improve your chances. Blah blah blah. Roll a d20. If the roll is 10 or higher, you succeed.
Oh, no.
Otherwise, you fail. A success or failure has no effect by itself. On your first success, you become stable.
Right, so you've got one fail again, and 3.
So basically, you need. That's one fail. I'm going to put one cross next to your name gem. Let's have a look here.
No.
Whoa, where am I? Objects and
Put your
tokens.
motor in there, huh?
How far away Gem is? I've got you, Gem, I've got you. I've got you.
Right, gem. Let me just put.
This is Chris' last day alive.
It's not.
I'm sure there's a token. I'm just going to put different colours next to your name. So when it goes.
I can mark it on my character.
Actually, let's do it like a traffic light system. Green is your first. Yeah, the green is your first.
Can it be red? Just so I know not to have hope.
Fine. Red it is. Kriv, Damakos. Yeah, you can now see a moose and Ilaris on the shore. Ilaris is panic stricken. A moose has just pulled Serana out of the water, and Serana is lying on the shore, spewing up this green liquid, and she seems to be steaming from what you can see. What do you do?
It's a dangerous place and I don't want to be here. I'm just gonna wait where I am. You know, I feel comfortable here. I don't really want to know or find out what the fuck happened, to be honest with you. I'm just gonna stay here.
You're such a coward. The voices in your head, though, they are, inspiring you. And they're saying you're doing the right thing. See what happens. If these three die, run. You can have inspiration as well, Damokos, for playing to
Got
character.
it.
You've already got it, then feel free to pass it on to another player.
Um, I was going to say, give it to Eliza. You can use it to let you know. Oh, okay. Yeah, I'll take it. I'll gladly take it.
I give it a gem, but don't have to give a reason why. Because if I do, I don't know why.
Does anyone have a reason why Jem should have inspiration?
I'm playing a fantastic player.
Yeah, no, I want a reason for now. I don't want a reason for like later on. Early on.
I'm at Dolphin, but it's getting us killed slowly. So
It did. I reward him for being stupid.
He did say
Is that what I'm hearing?
That's encouraging.
Alright.
I've done my role of barbarian well. I've done a lot of damage to this creature.
for God's sake.
Right, the opportunity's passed. If you're not going to pass on the inspiration, like, did he pass it on to Jem?
Yeah.
All right, Jem, you can use that inspiration to automatically succeed one of your death saves. Yeah.
Or fire.
Use it wisely. Musharib. Jem, do you take Musharib's turn for me?
Okay, so this creature is now gone, and looking at what Musharib has,
Yeah.
he does have passed about trait. So anyone I choose within masking giving your companion from detection within 30 feet. So he can make me or Crib or himself basically invisible. However, I'm unconscious, and Musharib does not seem like the man to run, or the dwarf to run.
Yeah, he's not going to run. He can see
So-
Shizani. It's within his line of sight. So he knows where she is. He has passive perception as well. She's quite high, so he knows where she is. What would Musharib do in this situation? What do you think he would do?
I don't know, that's the thing. Can he... How much movement will it take to get on top of the rock? So he's out of the water.
There'll be a standard move action, Jem. It's not like a high rock. It's not like he's gonna. It'd be an easy climb check, but I'm not even going to waste time doing that because he'll get up there fine.
He's going to move on top of the rock and he's going to hold his action.
Okay, fair enough.
Doesn't really have anything range, so...
Serrano, you've just been pulled out of the water. You're spewing your guts up.
Nice.
Can you roll another Constitution saving throw for me, please?
Yeah. 22.
Okay. I think with the aid of a moose pulling you out when he did, and the aid that he's given you, like the burning sensation is now from off your skin, and you're not feeling that pain anymore, but it was painful. You would not want to experience anything like that again. I'm quite tempted to have some sort of long-lasting damage, at least emotional or mental damage done to your character through falling in that. So I think maybe further in the game, I might, if you come across anything of this substance again, you might think twice before taking any risks or anything at all. But you are lying on the ground. Can you just describe to me your actions? You've kind of pulled...
Before this battle, I prayed to Selena for guidance and a blessing. So when I cast Cure Wounds on myself, does she give me any kind of bonus or something?
Right, Cure Wounds. How much would that cure typically?
It's 1d8 plus 7. I think it's just like a minor healing spell. It just like closes open wounds on like swords and stuff.
And what is your god's name?
Selena.
Okay. I'm going to give you. I'm going to have a roll of the dice for this. So bear with me. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Can you roll a d20 for me, please?
I can.
No.
3.
I don't think this blessing will help you in particular, but you will get an extra d6 worth of hit points. But she is also going to give you a blessing of void sight, which just basically gives you an additional 30 feet of dark vision. So, you're lying down in this cave. Already, there is you can see quite dimly, but now you've got an additional 30 feet of dark vision. You can see a hell of a lot more that's around you. It's as if your eyes have just kind of illuminated this cave. You look to where Shizani is, and you can see clearly this staunched black dragon. And I tell you what, you can roll a perception check for me, Sarana, to see if you can make out any particular features.
11.
No. All you see is the dragon keeping its distance from you on the other side of the lair. Where's my turn thing gone? Tracker, there we go. Shizani's turn now. And she is going to charge. Was that 60 feet? She can't move 60 feet. Who has fired at her? She's going to go straight for Alaris.
What? I already fired her.
2, 4. The dragon is charging toward you, Alaris. You just watch sprays of water spillowing around her as she torpedoes toward you. And that is her move action done. And Alaris, Alaris, it's your turn.
Run!
Hi.
No, I'm not running.
As I run past a moose, pat him on the shoulder and just say, you've got this bardic inspiration.
Are you giving him bardic inspiration?
You got bardic inspiration.
Okay, a moose, over to you. The dragon is charging toward your comrades. Sarana seems to have pulled herself back together. It's you and the dragon.
Fuck it. I'm gonna take the shield off my back and stand ready, holding the shield out in front of me, assuming I'm standing over Sarana to protect her.
Yep.
And I'm taking a defensive stance.
Okay, so you're standing in front of Sarana and you're taking a defensive stance. So you are going to take the brunt of this next attack as and when it hits you. Ord, is he here?
I do not think so.
No.
Kriv?
Let's see if I continue to fail. Yep, another failure.
Oh.
That's 2 failures, Jem. I mean,
Like to spell the dying.
I can't even see him. I don't know these now.
There's dancing lights there.
yeah, there are dancing lights. And you've got superior dark vision now, so you'll see... your dark vision actually extends to the other side of the cavern, essentially. So you are 90 feet worth of dark vision. This whole place is illuminated to you, Serana. So, Kriv, you've had 2 failed saves. You do have inspiration. How you use that inspiration? You can use it to reset all death saves.
You know what? Yeah, gladly.
Right, that inspiration's gone now. Okay, Damakos.
Yo.
The voices inside your head. You watch Elaris charge.
Terrified look on his face.
Yeah, he's charging towards you.
I'm
gone. I mean, do I see do I hear the footsteps or the stomp's getting closer?
Roll a perception check for me.
I got 12.
Yeah, you can't hear the sound of the dragon, but you do see George's terrified frame startle towards you. He's running as fast as he possibly can, with a look of utter terror on his face.
I'm dipping. I'm leaving. I am leaving.
Okay, do you want me to move your token? Are you happy to do that?
I can't move my token.
So I'm going to move it further into the small tunnel, back toward the exit. Yeah, and you're cowering in this corner, even though you're shaking with fear. The voice inside your head is telling you to survive and that you are doing the right thing, and that brings you some comfort at least. Musharib, Jem, you going to take his turn?
Yes. Musharib, seeing that the dragon has moved away from the acid, he will go down and chase after the dragon. 2, 3, 4, 5.
Yep, and you got another move action.
1. Actually, no. Instead of taking the other move action, he is going to pass without trace, so he can remain undetected, and he'll give that to anyone who's within 30 feet of him.
So pass without trace. Just explain that again to me. Because Shizani does have quite a high passive perception. So
this will give a +10 bonus to stealth checks and cannot be tracked with except a magical means.
Cannot be tracked except.
Okay, yeah, I'm going to say I don't think Shizani's going to take note of this. 1, she's charging toward Amus and Serana at this moment in time, and 2, you are approaching from behind her. As far as she's concerned, she's just completely neutralised that part of her cavern with her acid spray. So, yeah.
It also is given to Ord and Kriv. They're within 30 feet, but it doesn't go to others.
Okay, so it's like a black cloud that he is, he's created. So it's basically helping. Okay. So Merrick, how did you do that?
What? Oh, I pressed on the spell. It gave me that.
Oh, that is awesome, George. If you can do that with... This has come from the Compodium, I think. So any spells or anything that come up, Samuric, if you can put them onto the chat, that really helps.
Yep.
Amy, what are you doing? Zelda? What do you mean?
I belongs to you.
Sorry, guys. Lost my tortoise. Oh.
There, she's under the desk.
No, she's under my desk.
How do you get going? When they get going, man.
I mean, they can't sprint, but.
Oh, there she is. Oh, wow. She must have come in here earlier. Yeah.
Do you think she's stuck?
I don't think she's stuck.
Given her a few times, but.
You sure?
Yeah, pass her here. Sorry, guys, we will reconvene in a second. Okay, out of the way.
It's upside down in my body of water.
Yeah, I feel like I'm going to come back.
Oh,
She's got a whisper.
here she is, guys. We found her. Where are you? Up there. Woo, it's the tortoise.
Maybe there's a pair of glasses out there. Oh no. I'm educated now.
Right, where were we? Sorry about that, guys. Musharrab is just hiding. Serana, back on you. A moose is kind of like dived in front of you with his shield open. You feel that there is a chance that you can take this dragon down. You have this feeling, like this voice again from your goddess. You could be a hero here.
Well, that's just what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna cast Guiding Bolt.
George, guiding bolt.
Does a 10 hit?
Got it.
A 10 is not going to hit if that's what you're talking armor class.
Yeah, of course.
Anna.
If that didn't hit, then as a bonus action, I'm going to use Healing Word on Gem.
Yay!
1d4. Gem gets 7 HP back.
It looks like he's already on 7 hit points at the moment, so we'll just keep that as it is, Gem.
He should be stable.
I was going to say the last attack didn't never wipe me out. I had 7 hit points remaining.
No, you never. Your hit points have.
I was at 45.
Yeah. Like, I
I'm going to take 38.
46.
46 damage, Gem. You was on -1 hit points. So now you're stabilised, stay on 7 hit points. This has not been a dungeon for you, Gem, unfortunately.
It really hasn't.
You've taken quite a lot of hits. But Serana, yeah, you've stabilised him, but your guided missile missed, unfortunately. And that is Shizani's turn. Amoose, you're going to take the brunt of this. I hope you don't mind.
Well, he's got a hit first, and he's got
I get 3 attacks, George. The chances I'm going to hit him at least once.
Well, you know what? No, you're not going to hit him. You're not going to hit him.
I am.
20 AC. So.
No,
He's
you're
got
not.
right. What's his AC with his armor class, with his shield open? What's his AC?
20.
Oh, not bad. Not bad.
Exactly. You're not hitting this man.
So I get 1 bite attack and 2 claw attacks. I think I'm going to go with my claws first. What did I roll? Okay, 20. I'm going to go with a second claw attack. 26. And then he's going to bite.
Yeah.
Yes!
That is unfortunate.
We'll see about that.
Amoose, you take an absolute battering. First of all, I'm going to roll the slashing damage from his... What's it? So... Oh, hello. What have we got here? D6. Oh, well. Ignore that 6. I'm going to do this again because I've clicked on something I shouldn't have clicked on. Let's just move that over there. Right, so damage from the claws is 2d6, so 4 of d6. So there's 20 points of damage from the claw attacks. When you first take the beating, you take 2 claws that smash you down onto the ground. The dragon then reaches in with its gaping mouth and clenches down onto your body and pulling you away from Serana. And this does 2d10. Okay, 6 points of damage as he bites onto you. However, you also take 1d8 of acid damage. So that's 3 points of acid damage.
Still alive.
That's 6 HP.
I got you.
I just want to check what acid damage does on 5th edition.
Attack opportunity as well.
Well, you should have called that before he made the attack, not after he made the attack. You can't lie there on the ground and be like,
Okay, makes sense. Yeah.
you know, I'm gonna now hit him with my shield. If you'd said to me prior to the attack, as he does this, I'm going to jab him in the face with my shield, I would have allowed that. But not on this occasion, Harry. Harry, how many hit points did that do? Damage?
That did
in total.
29.
So you are on 6 hit points.
Yes.
This is not good.
Yeah. You guys could do this. I know you can, but you've got to play it smart. If only Matty were here. Not that Matty plays smart, but that's an extra character. If anyone wants to take his turns, by all means do so. I'm going to move him with Musharib because he said that he did say that he was staying by Musharib's side at all times. Alaris, you're still running, is that correct?
No, I'm running back. So bad. And then, as I get to here, eat shit, Thunderwave.
Okay.
So, can you roll me a con saving throw, please, Fails?
Right, I roll the con saving throw. Can you put Thunderwave up in the chat for me, George?
Yeah. I think so. Spells.
If you click on the eye and then go to spells, it will show all of them. You can click on.
Oh, that might have failed actually.
What did I get?
I've got 10.
You failed. Yes, eat shit.
Okay, I've got Thunderwave.
So, 10 points of damage and you're pushed 10 feet back.
10 points of damage.
And you're pushed 10 feet back. So get away from us.
Okay.
Shit.
10 points of damage, you say, hey?
Did we do it?
10 feet back as well, so
yeah.
Let's just move you there.
Go on, now Sharon. Idiots ahead.
And they're passed without trace, aren't they? So the dragon doesn't know that they're there. Interesting. This is weird. Why are we back on a moose? That's right. It is your turn, isn't it? Sorry, yeah. A moose, it is your turn.
Alright, shit. I guess I'm gonna get up and charge after it using, hold on, hammering horns. It is.
You wouldn't get an attack opportunity.
Yeah, hammering horns. Actually, never mind. Mooring rush. I can dash an extra 20 feet to make an attack with my horns.
Okay.
Let me roll that.
You're charging toward the dragon, yeah?
Yeah.
Shall I make you fall into the trap? Nah.
Wait, I assume the Thunderwave blew the whole.
No, the dragon would have taken the brunt of the Thunderwave.
Thunderwave was supposed to have an extra D8.
That's fine, George. It's fine.
Does 15 hit as well?
15 doesn't hit, I'm afraid, Harry.
George, what's the bonus for Bardic Inspiration?
D6.
D6. Plus 4. So
yeah, that hits. It hits. Yeah.
Yes, come on.
Right. So that does 1d10 plus 2. I mean, wait a minute. Technically, it should be a 24 then. Never mind. I forgot to add my attack bonus. Yeah, I rolled a 24.
That's fine. You hit as soon as you got above 18. So
that's 11 points of damage. And what's the size of the creature of the dragon?
It's large.
Is it large?
You can't push that, Harry.
I can make a strength check.
I don't think you'd want it. You'll move into the puddles.
The puddles.
Attack would move it with your strength check. So I'm just going to make a strength check to see if it does move it. If it does, okay. A 17. I rolled 17 for my strength check. Is it moved further?
Let me just have a look here.
Right into the shadow. And also they can get attack opportunities.
And full attack of opportunity for both of them if the dragon moves back.
Yeah.
No, Harry, it does not succeed, I'm afraid. This is quite this large creature. Like, you're pushing against it, and you're giving it all your might. But Shizani does not budge whatsoever. It is Ord's turn. So I know Matty's not here, but in the spirit of Matty, he would attack this dragon.
There's puddles. No.
He's fine. He doesn't stand in the trap. It's on the other side of him.
Would you like me to roll for his attack?
I'm going to see if I can get his character sheet up. And yeah, do you have his character sheet, Jen?
Yeah.
Yeah. Can you roll his attack for me, please?
25, 19.
Yep, that hits.
Okay, so that's 2d6. Roll 2d6 plus 4. 10 points of damage.
No.
Yeah, so
Okay. Shizani is now aware that there is an annoying dwarf behind her, and that takes us to Kriv.
Kriv is now up. He's going to.
That's one action, Gem, to stand up. By the way.
One action to stand up.
Yep.
Okay, how far is this? 20. Okay. How big is Ord as a dwarf compared to me?
Well, he's probably half the size of
double
you.
his size.
Yeah,
so
yeah.
if I was like fire breath, would it just go over him?
Your fire breath is a 30-foot cone, isn't it?
Yes, but I'm assuming from how I can get to him, there's a little bit from how big his cone is, taking up 4 squares. I can 30 feet him into the corner above the moose. So it would just like cinch above him.
I'm gonna say no, Gem. Like, if you're gonna do fire breath, it's gonna take everybody in that 30-foot cone. I'm just seeing if there's a cone, a shape of a cone I can use. There must be. No, there's not. How annoying.
So instead, Kriv will use this time to get into a better position for his next attack. And he has passed out traits on the Sheriff to move, or at least try to move undetected. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Okay. That's fine. Damakos?
Where do we start?
Stay where you are, Damakos. Do not dare move, for your life depends on it. You hear the voice inside your head.
No, right, okay, I'm just gonna adhere by this rule. I'm gonna hold my action here. Admiring the view outside the cave.
And we just agreed to dig Sam's character.
I think Sam's character's the best.
I can't do anything about it.
I don't care. I call for an emergency vote to boot Damakos out of this party.
Hey, as far as you're aware, I've done a lot.
You guys can role play that as soon as you finish this encounter. But Damakos is playing brilliantly. You know, he's not attempting to take on this dragon. It has nothing to do with his mission at all. Musharib and Order are relishing this though. Musharib is going to go in for an attack as well, Kriv, I assume.
Oh, most definitely.
Go for it.
No,
I'm going to have an attack of opportunity, actually.
Not too bad, you should have called it sooner.
No, you've not called his attack yet. So
Yes, I did. I said it was attacking, and he just got a
8. All right, he doesn't hit anyway. So yeah, suck on that. Sarana.
Have you not?
Yeah, I'm going for another guiding bolt.
And at what point did we fail to reason with this dragon from when it woke up? It attacked us. Technically, this is self-defense.
As a bonus action, I'm gonna do healing word on a moose.
Dig up a moose.
That's a good news. Chocolate moose.
I'm gonna take a second.
7 was that?
You get 11 HP back.
Oh man, thank you. That's 17. So I'm going to go for 17 HP.
I think.
So 11, is that my saving? Yeah, it doesn't hit.
No, I missed on my attack. I got 12.
Oh, okay,
So
yeah.
the 11 HP return to a moose.
Oh, okay, fair enough.
Yeah.
Okay, and that is Shizani's action. Shizani is a fairly intelligent creature, and she does not like this situation at all. She is surrounded. From what she can tell, there are 2 dwarves behind her. There is a large cow-like creature to which she's never encountered before. A strange-looking creature that bears horns and even resembles a dragon, because I'm assuming you're still wearing that dragon skull, a moose. And
Yeah, and the pelvis on my shoulders.
yeah, so she's quite alarmed by all of this. It's as if she's suddenly realised the threat in which this party has brought into her lair. She turns and she's going to make a run for it.
Attack of opportunity.
Right.
By Faerun and Sharon.
Right, so Amuse, Musharib, and Ord will get attacks of opportunity. Go for it now as she turns away.
21.
Attack.
Hits.
Attack.
Well, Jim, he's not in your 5 foot square though.
Yeah, I've just moved it, Damakos. She was there to begin with.
And then Ord, obviously, he hits first.
Amuse, that doesn't hit, I'm afraid.
19 for Ord.
Right, so Ord and Musharib managed to get 2 hits in. Can you roll damage for me, please?
Yes, first one is 12.
Oh. Yes.
And then Musharib's, is another 2d6 at 1. And he gets 8.
I also do 8 points.
Jesus Christ.
Harry did hit.
Harry, you didn't hit.
I did. I attacked my attack bonus. It's 22.
No! No way!
We're bringing this down.
This is not good. Right, Kriv, are you getting an attack of opportunity as she darts past you?
Kriv will.
Go for it.
Go Kroll.
Earn that motherfucker.
Kill it, Kroll. Yes!
Damn it! Oh. Right, roll damage.
Yes, Kroll.
11.
Yeah.
So, as Shizani turns and attempts to flee this situation, it dawns on her that she should have done so much earlier in this battle. Kriv, what were you using? You're using your battle axe, aren't you?
Yeah, 2-handed.
As she runs, she doesn't realise that you are still within the shadows. As far as she was concerned, she had dealt with you earlier. Out of nowhere, your battle axe comes crashing down in front of her, into her face, and she just automatically shudders and collapses down into this waist-high, acrid water that seems to be stenching up this entire lair. And her body lies there motionless as you slay the dragon known as Shizani Longtail. And that is combat over.
Okay.
Killed her in her own home.
No. Can I
You murdered a dragon, guys. What are you doing, Jem?
For winning this battle, I'm going to use the horns of this dragon to create my totem for my subclass.
You're going to rip the horns from off her head. Am I right to assume you're all going to be taking a rest now? Is that correct?
Yeah. I mean, I'm going to cautiously turn around a corner when I see the dragon's like dead in the water. I'm going to be like, yes, you did it.
Massive, you can still there.
You just killed it.
Yeah, you got one of the final blows. Not the final blow, but one of the.
Oh, is Matty back? Matty, you come back as the dragon has been felled. Basically, I left it too late for her to flee and run away, and I didn't take into account that the dwarves had flanked her, and as she attempted to run, yeah.
This was just a Krypton and a Dwarf masterclass. We're just amazing.
None of this could have happened if I didn't push her back.
Yeah, and you know what? It was.
You wouldn't be able to hand tank that hit for Eliza.
No,
Yeah, and you know what?
I've got to say, it was Eliza's attack at the beginning that took most of the hit points off. That was quite heavy hitting.
And then the 29 from Crit, can't count that out.
Yeah, that was good, but it was Eliza's one. Yeah, that it was you guys together, even Damocos.
What do you mean? I was waiting for the shadow to have it.
No, we are having a firm discussion with Damocos.
Hey, it's fine now.
I'm confused out because obviously everyone thought I ran away. You all thought that would happen without me, of course.
I'd like to study this dragon. Maybe take a scale or something.
Yeah, if you guys want to butcher this dragon, obviously, yeah, I don't know if you guys, George, I'll be with you in a moment on that one. I don't know if you guys want to stay in this lair per se, because it is fairly revolting. It's not the most pleasant of places to camp. It might be advisable to just get what you want and get out of here as soon as possible. George, you said you're going back to that corpse. Is that correct?
I want to see what was in her little loot box and what she had hiding.
Yeah, the loot box. Obviously, George, they were it was full of gems, but you cashed those in at the start of this encounter because being the GM that I am.
He's dead. They're ours again.
Yeah. No. It doesn't work like that, George. It does not work like that. Do not make me
Don't leave the same time with advantage.
We gave how many destroyed being like, you know what, let us go. It didn't work. We've killed them. Now we're like, alright, let's take our stuff back.
No. We agreed. This was a gentleman's agreement at the start of this game. I allowed you to level up. I allowed you to level up so that you could have a fighting chance at this battle. To which you wouldn't have been able to have had a fighting chance if you didn't level up.
To be fair, I would have died.
Yeah, Jem would have been dead. But what I'm going to do, George, you do pull a ring from off this dead guy's finger.
Sweet. Oh, damn! Yes.
Ooh.
You pick up the hat that sits on his head.
You had that
Good ring.
Oh,
That's
terrible. Imagine my cloak though.
There are bits.
You need it.
And you pull
all three of these items and I'll distribute them accordingly.
the mandolin off his back.
Psychic. Ritual advisors.
Canal mandolin.
Must do DC 15 exclusive over say 2d6 psychic.
And
yeah.
you also find on the body a wand.
Jeez! Come on, that's
Looks grim.
Right, well, I have all four of these items. I am now the item master. I will stand upon here and, like a con man or a snake oil salesman, attempt to sell these items.
Brady this up his hand for the wand of fear.
Everyone gather round. I have many items now. For our
Baubles over.
River, good to see you're still alive, to be honest.
Can I just take note? Who here is gathering around and listening to George? Can you move your tokens toward him if you are?
Yes. Kriv is the first in line.
Kriv is there. Damocos?
I'm keeping watch back here.
Okay. Musharib, he's going to approach. Ord? He's gone again. Moose, I'm going to move you up as well.
Are you going to gather with me on handing out magical items?
Sure, although I don't really want any of it.
then.
Serrano, what's your passive perception?
16?
Serrano, you notice the wounds on Shizani's body are seeping, and they are discharging a lot of foul-smelling liquid and blood. The water around you begins to tingle, almost a more subtle version of the pain you felt when you've fallen in that trap before.
Oh, I'm getting out of here.
Well,
Acid, and I'm just gonna leg it towards down across.
You manage to pull off one of Shizani's black scales as you do so. The rest of you that are gathered around Ilaris, if you'd like to continue your little selling pitch.
I'm going to push through seeing a live stream acid. I'm not interested anymore. I'm running.
You jump over us. We're very, like...
I'm pushing through.
Okay, I'm going to move Masharib.
Wait, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1,
dragon on.
2,
What
3,
part?
4, 5.
I don't think you need them being that was so cool.
I was going to say, I already got the horns.
I want the bones make bullshit out of it.
That's-
Dragon bones are expensive.
Yeah, if you want to come back for the bones, you can. That's going to take at least a day, maybe more. Like, you're going to want to... Yeah, you're going to want to pull this... Yeah, you're going to... Yeah, well, at least a day. You're going to want to pull this dragon out of this...
You can always go back to the Aarakocra children and get them to the report.
Are you talking slavery here, George?
Of course, I'm not actually suggesting we do that.
Harry, you already had the skull and the ribcage from the other room as well, so...
Yeah, but I'm greedy in it. Can I sort of pull maybe I hack a whole lump off, like the head off, and then sort of drag it onto the shore, and then...
What weapon have you got?
That's a good point. I don't have a weapon. I have a hatchet. I can use to hack away at it.
I don't think a hatchet's going to do the job of taking the dragon's head off. Ord.
If moves ask for help...
Yeah, I could always use Crew's battle axe.
Yeah, if the moves ask for help, I'm more than glad to chop off the dragon's head.
Why are we still here? Let's go.
Yeah, fine. Don't worry about it.
Right, now that we're here, we're a bit safer. Now can I try and sell my items?
Right, yes, you can. Go for it.
Ladies and gentlemen, what a good battle from most of us. And I'm going to sort of look to Dan across.
Yeah, I was waiting for an ambush. He never came.
Of course you were.
The voices in my head told me so.
The voices in my head.
I'm not crazy.
You
Trust.
were clearly so well versed for an ambush that you didn't even know that it wasn't a male, it was a female.
And then where were you going? Running towards the exit like that?
And then who
Oh,
turned back
wait.
and pushed it into everyone else? You know.
I just thought like you came to steal the glory.
Well, you killed an innocent man on a beach. But that's besides the point.
Where's your proof for this?
So,
Outrageous.
I have a wonder fear which I am willing to sell to... I don't have a reason to have this. Someone... It's going, it looks strange. I'll sort of hold it up. I don't really know what it does. But that's for experiment.
He holds it up, and you guys see this strange wooden wand with presumably some sort of raven feathers attached to the side, and the skull of a creature, presumably a creature of the jungle. But you know, unless you guys look at it closely, you'll not know what it is.
It's quite an edgy aesthetic, so I think it probably match Damakos the closest. Look at it. But I don't necessarily trust him with this item.
Fred raises a hand.
Well, I don't necessarily trust you with the item either, to be honest. Why don't I keep them all and I'll distribute them later? No, no, okay. Well, I don't care. I'm going to just throw the wand of fear up in the air. I don't care who takes that.
Are you keeping the rest of the items, George?
I am keeping the rest of the
I'll take the one that big just to hold it. Crib will probably just sell it.
I'm going to
gonna.
put the hat on.
The mango.
I'm going to put the ring on. And I really want to snap the instrument because my instrument is better and I'm jealous of the power this gives me. So I don't want it.
Are you sure?
I'm not going to snap it, but I really consider
No, you've committed to that. I shouldn't have said sure. You just suggested that you were going to snap it in half.
That you wanted to do it.
Let me just have a look. To be honest, I don't even know what this.
Probably, so I don't have to look at it. Detect it.
Right, so you hold forward the Knaith mandolin, and you are going. Right, are you going to snap it? Is that what you're doing?
No, I'm giving it to a moose and telling him to keep it out of my sight.
It's superior to an ordinary instrument. A moose, you are handed this mandolin. You have no idea what this contraption would be used for. So feel free to do what you will with it, really.
I need to attune it, but...
Thank you. What is...
Well, what does it look like?
A
mandolin.
A drum with strings.
It's a mandolin.
What a mandolin?
It's like a guitar, a banjo.
Cribb can play the banjo, and he play the mandolin.
Goodness sake, what can Griv not do?
He's an outlander. He gets one music proficiency, and he's a banjo.
Right, so we have a barbarian who's also a spellcaster and can play an instrument. That is amazing.
This isn't even a lie. It's only an outlander. He gets a new instrument.
I know.
Are there any gems? Or was it just the magic ones? Did the guy have any money on his corpse?
There was no money on his corpse, I'm afraid, George.
I was going to distribute that. I feel bad.
I think you shouldn't feel bad, being that people cashed in on the gems anyway. Right, guys, I'm going to just stop the role play there for a minute. You did okay. You did really well in that battle, actually. Like I said, Serana, with that epic attack to begin with, really did knock Shizani. Like that set the tone for me for the battle anyway. And Musharib and Ord sneaking up from behind and flanking was exactly what I expected them to do. And it was probably because of those two attacks at the end that whittled its health, Shizani's health down in those last dregs before obviously passing Kriv to get that knockout blow. So well done. You all deserve the XP from this battle, which...
Yes, thank you.
Yeah, collectively, I think it's about 2,800 XP for killing...
Can we stop Amacross from getting any XP from this side?
Hey, I was going to my character, right?
Yes, however, you did not participate.
We should be at level 4 now, I think.
I'm not sure yet, Eliza. I'm going to have to do an XP count for you on that. I think you are pretty much close to level 4, but don't forget that 2,800 is split across the whole party. So even though it seems like a massive amount of XP, when you divide it by 7, and that includes Musharib as well, actually, it doesn't weigh up, but it is a considerable amount. It does push you closer to level 4.
400 each.
Yeah. What I'm going to do, guys, if you're happy to, I'm going to carry on playing because I've got another part of the game to introduce to you. But I'm going to stop recording for a moment and make a cup of tea, if that's all right with you lot.
Yeah, I'll take a tea as well.
Are you guys drinking tea? You're getting old, like me.
Well, I've already had a coffee bug, so do you want me to drink another one? Look, so how about another alcoholic beverage or a tea? You pick from it tonight.
You should be drinking alcoholic beverages. You're 18, Jem. All right?
Yeah. I should put the tequila out.
No, I'm going to make it tea. I'll save it.
That's my kind of fault.